Evening. Where do we begin? Jurgen Klopp played basically strongest available 11 and shit the bed at Old Trafford. Meaning that fucking PE teaching nobody in charge of Manchester United's now beat Mauricio Pochettino, Julian Nagelsmann, Ralph Hasenhüttl, Carlo Ancelotti, Thomas Tuchel, Pep Guardiola, Jose Mourinho, Marcelo Bielsa, Jurgen Klopp. Not bad for a fucking nobody, eh? I like it. I like it a lot. United have now eliminated Liverpool from the FA Cup proper for the 10th time. In the competition's history, only Liverpool themselves, with Everton, have knocked out a particular side more times. Since his Man United debut in 2020, Bruno Fernandes has scored more goals than any other player for Premier League clubs, with 28. Like the man who couldn't say T's and H's, you can't say fairer than that. Marcus Rashford's now scored 4 goals in 5 appearances against Liverpool. He's not scored any more against any other club. Mason Greenwood, at 19 and 115 days, is the youngest United scorer against Liverpool since Wayne Rooney in 2005. Shit's looking good, lads. It's progress. You don't see me making any crazy-ass bold statements sitting here right now. What I will say is, I'm enjoying it, lad. I'm enjoying it, lad. Sit here, just knocked out Liverpool of the FA Cup, top of the league. Ollie's at the fucking wheel, son. Bruno scoring against the top 6 side. It's another fucking agenda down the pan. We played a heavily rotated side ourselves, so there's an excuse no one fucking using. What about Van der Beek? Says Matthias. I thought it was all right today. I wouldn't have said it was spectacular from him, and I wouldn't have said it was shit from him. I think it was all right. You got to think this is a lad that's not played a lot of football for us. He's coming into a hell of a game. United versus Liverpool is a hell of a game to be just thrust into like that. So, you know, yeah. Is it about time that Solskjaer started getting some credit in the media? Yeah. Is it about times he started getting, credit from some aspects of our so-called fan base? Fucking hell, I hope so. See people say they're not even going to give him any credit if he wins the league. What? Madness. Anthony Peter in the comments says the difference Cavani over Martial. That could be a point. Ollie needs to wear his club tie and dress shirt and we will destroy. Good to see Greenwood scoring. Yes, Ross, I'd agree with that, to be honest with you. I thought it was good to see Greenwood scoring, and I thought that was really big. In my fan cam for Paddock, me, Ronaldo, and Alex was watching it up here. And I was saying I was fine with him going and taking shots early doors. And when he took the shots early doors, I got no issue with it. He got him on target. Yeah, was he greedy? Yeah. Oh, you want that out of your forwards. Mutu saying, is it about time Shaw gets some credit for you? Right? I literally said he was man of the match against Liverpool, and you're asking me that when he literally was arguably at fault. Well, definitely at fault for 1 goal and arguably could have done better for the second. People think I've got an agenda. I think you fuckers have got an agenda about never seeing a more wanked off player in my life. I honestly don't know what people are seeing. Solskjaer's a role model of how to act as a manager, says Matthias. Yes, I definitely agree with that. His demeanour as manager is sensational. Tarizlo with a super chat. He says, Rashi's injury is a concern. Fred and Bruno cameo, a game changer by the great man at the wheel. Scott poor today, but got loads of credit. Sweet week ahead. I don't think necessarily, well, I'd have to watch it back anyway, but I don't necessarily think McTominay was poor. Did I see Ian Wright saying it was a free kick? No, I went in the other room to do the fan cam. So no, I didn't see what Ian Wright was saying, but I do know a couple of people were saying, like I know Ronaldo had a moan about what Ian Wright was saying, so Harry Burns says, I don't care if Pogba's playing for a move. He's making such an impact. Talk about Pogba in a second. Great job, Steve. Keep it up, says Fred with a super chat. Thank you very much, bro. Yes, Paul Pogba. I thought he was possibly my man of the match today, Pogba, and not for anything spectacular. Actually, the opposite. Probably my man of the match because he was very composed, very calm, and very intelligent with his play. The United Liverpool is a game that you got to take the sting out of it, especially if you're going to be the team that's not in possession. And if you're wasteful in possession in games like this, it can really hurt you. And I think when you've got a player with the intelligence and football and brain that you've got with Paul Pogba, it was really good to see the influence he was having on the team, knowing when to slow it down, knowing when to calm it down, knowing when to just be like, relax, lads, we're not going to lump it forward here at the moment. This is what we're doing. I thought it was real leadership from Paul Pogba, and I was very, very impressed with him today. Is he playing like this for a move? Possibly. I can't really reconcile that he's going to stay at United as much as I'd like. And I'm going to do some fucking AAA level name dropping here. We're in a WhatsApp group with Rio for the podcast that we do. And we're literally talking about topics for tomorrow's podcast. And we want to talk about Paul Pogba. And I've said, do you think he's staying? Rio says, if he's playing in United winning, he stays. Both things equals a happy footballer. But even with those things, I got to disagree. I don't necessarily think he is. I don't think he does stay. It'll be interesting to get into that. So make sure you tune in at 5:00 tomorrow on 5 for when we drop in that podcast. But I don't think he does stay. Steve says, smash like if you love how salty the bin dippers are going to be after that game. Oh, they're already salty. I seen a guy tweet me and say, you only won because we had a 19-year-old playing centre-half. I mean, up against our 19-year-old. What sort of bullshit excuse is this? Ollie said the pre-match chat about the youngsters was put on the back burner by Reece Williams today. What was the pre-match chat again? Remind me, Oliver. Any thoughts on Greenwood's decision-making in the box? Yeah, I think it was fine. Literally, we was talking about that earlier. I said when he came in the box and he shot from the tight angle 9 minutes in, this is a player low on confidence, a player not necessarily having a good season. I probably, if I'm his manager, I've probably gone out there and said, get a shot early doors. And he comes in and he has 2 shots, and I think I said to the lads, next one's got to be a pass. Ultimately, the next one wasn't a pass. The next one was the chance he got from Marcus's pass. So no issues with it whatsoever, really. That's what you want. You can have 3 or 4 chances. If you've not scored after 3 or 4, you should probably start looking at a pass a little bit. If you get to 5, 6, and 7, or the sort of shit that you saw with Messi the other week where he had 12, that's a bit fucking much, and you're being very greedy there. Can we win the treble with this form? Well, it would only be with the Europa League, and I don't think we've got the squad. Even though I think we've got a good squad, and actually we've got the best bench we've had in a long time, I don't think we've got the squad to be able to compete on multiple fronts. I reckon we're probably going to have to prioritise one, and for me, that'd be the league. Why are Maguire and Lindelof rotating so much from left to right? I don't know. Don't know what that was all about. I'm surprised not to see Matic come on to keep the ball a little bit better. Not that it mattered. Didn't in the end. No, but we'll see if Matic has got a role going further forward in there. Raf says, love Edison Cavani. The guy's a proper forward. He is that. I love the content, Steve, from New Jersey. Cheers, Raf. Talking about the likes of Mengi, Galbraith, and Elanga needing to play. Ah, right. Yeah, got you. What's the obsession with playing out the back? We always tend to lose possession. I would agree with you on that one, actually. United are not good at playing out from the back. But our issue also is that we generally don't have a guy that can hold it up. Now, you could have gone to Cavani, I think, playing against a 19-year-old kid and a midfielder. I would have fancied Cavani's chances in being able to hold it up. But yeah, that's the one. if Pogba goes, Ruben Neves or Tielemans. I think Tielemans a little bit more advanced or different, should I say. I'd think Neves for the way I think that we're trying to go play. Bruno scored a penalty from outside the box. Yes, he did. Righty then, I'm going to head over to the Discord group, and I think possibly tomorrow morning I might even do another commuter cam on the way in if you want to blast over some questions. Just opening the Discord to get some post-match questions. If you want to know anything about the Patreon group, it's just the people that support the channel. You get some extra content. And there's a big Discord channel. If you're into Discord and stuff like that, there's all sorts of different channels in there, and some of them are absolutely mayhem. And some of them are definitely not safe for work, if you're interested in that kind of shit. What if he's mint? He is mint. Why does Ollie keep relying on individual brilliance? Potch in. How awesome was that, says D-Brad. Yeah, do you know what? He was good. And again, even though we went behind, never really panicked. I think this team is starting to grow in confidence. I think this team is starting to bring out the best in us, and I think this team is really starting to believe in itself as well, and I certainly believe in them, and that's the one, isn't it? Great results. Sometimes our defending was shocking, but there was some defensive shite on display today. What can we do about this? Is it a tactics problem or it's a personnel problem? I think it's a little bit of both, but by and large, at this level, it's personnel. Bruno for Ballon d'Or. Now, if United win the league, why not? Because he will be the most effective player in United's system. This United team's come from nowhere to become champions, supposedly up against the greatest club side ever, if you listen to Scousers for 5 minutes. So, why not? People obviously having a laugh, saying Luke Shaw was class today. The fuck are you on about, honestly? Like, people end up thinking I've got an agenda because I have to reply to absolute fucking wibble like this that doesn't know what the fuck they're watching. Just managing off vibes. Who was worse for them, that centre-back or Milner? Fucking hell, Milner was pretty anonymous, wasn't he? I mean, did they think he was going to come in and have some sort of fucking Brian Robson sort of effect? Absolutely not. That's a point. Lewandowski's been unreal. I believe Lewandowski picked up his 23rd goal of the season today. He's a joke. Van looked lost in the games at time and was gassed again on the 60th minute. Do I think he will get up to the standard we need? Sorry for your loss, my mate. Shout out to Pat Madonna. Yeah, Donny did gas again at the 60-minute mark, but I almost kind of think that this is a chicken and the egg sort of scenario. I think he needs minutes to be able to get match fitness. He's not going to get match fitness without getting match minutes. So, yeah, I don't necessarily think he looked lost. I disagree with you on that. I thought he looked silky at times. But again, yeah, he definitely isn't fit enough for this. Definitely isn't fit enough. Big boost from Marshall and Mason getting the goals. Could this spark the shooting boots to get us through the rest of the season? The timing would be fantastic if they just both started bagging like mad, though. Why does Bruno struggle? Yeah. That's what it's going to be, innit? Oh, he doesn't score from open play. Well, guess what, fuckfaces? They still all count. Was today a clear indication on who Donny fits in with in midfield? I don't think so. Who are you thinking he fits in with? Are you thinking he's the Bruno replacement? I'm not sure there was anything became clear on the back of that. Why can't we make more of our corners? I think the stats is like corners are like 1 in 30. Something like that. They're fucking shit anyway. Discussing this with someone the other day, I think it might have been in the coaches chat, and they're saying that Barcelona just play it back. or under Pep, they started to just play it back, just regain possession and start building up from the halfway line. They're not the goal-scoring opportunity people think they are. But there's definitely areas that United can improve on. That's one of them, because we never get anything. Amarillo's just dunked in a €50 super chat saying, "What a game. What a fucking lad." Or lass. Cheers, thank you. I think United can definitely improve. I think every club can improve. There's 1% improvements to be made in all sorts of places, from throw-ins to goal kicks. Certainly playing out from the back. United is shit. Yeah. Van Dijk must be 1 in 6 for corners. Well, hang on. Let's have a look then. So, I don't know how many goals he scored last year. But it wasn't double figures, was it? Let's have a look. Right, so last year he scored 5 in 50. How many corners did they take, though? Because Liverpool have lots of corners. So let's have a look how many corners Liverpool had in the entire season. Let's see. So last season, Liverpool had 258 corners for. And in the league, he scored 5 goals. So that's assuming they didn't score, anyone else scored from corners. Van Dijk is 1 in 50. Just less than 1 in 50 on those. So, perception's massive around some of these things, and they're not accurate all the time. Corners, scoring from corners is very hard, and people need to maybe have a look at what are you better at? Would you be better served by passing it back to the halfway line and then having a system of play that's designed to work against a team that's going to rush you with all 11 men, work it through them to get to a target? This is where you got to work out what the percentages are. This is where the likes of Sam Allardyce have done their homework, and he's gone, we're actually fucking better than 1 in 30 at corners. We're 1 in 18. It's worth the gamble for us. That's what you got to do. Where's United on corners? United was about 50-50. Are Trent and Robertson overhyped? Fucking yes, they are. Liverpool's style of play for the last couple of years has been an extremely high-level Sunday League team. An extremely high-level Sunday League team. They pump it in. They win second balls. All they've not had is an absolute fucking unit of a number 9. It's direct as fuck. It's literally English football from the 80s. But it's effective, so I'm not moaning about it. I'm not disparaging it. That's what it is. They hit it into the channels and they go direct with it, and they're very difficult to deal with, and they've got a mad way of dealing with second balls. It's impressive, but it is what it is. Peter Parker's dropped in a super chat. He says, at this point, I wouldn't be surprised if Bruno does a hop whilst taking a free kick. Imagine. How sick and tired am I of not being sick and tired as we were when we were all so sick and tired? I like it, mate. I like being happy and like being positive, and I'm not someone who likes to wallow in this shit. I'm frustrated. I like football, and I like United doing well. And unlike some fucking places, it's better for fucking business, if you like, when United are good. Like, we get more views. There's more of you here than when we lose, because I'm not going to fucking smash things up and lose my mind. I actually smash things up when we win. It's not the way it goes down. How frustrating were those 2 conceded goals? Sick and tired of our sloppiness at times. It's too easy at times. I thought we did a good job dealing with the Liverpool press. Are they fucked? Or is that Rondo training we see on TV trying to pay it off? United are actually getting fucking good at one touch and knocking it through lines. They are getting very good at that sort of shit, yeah. Robertson's better than Trent, but I don't think Robertson is all that. But Trent's very overrated. Trent's actually better at set pieces than he is from open play. He's actually shocking from open play. Let's have a look. Someone said, go look at Mason's Instagram post. Let's have a look. There's Mason's Instagram post. Should we bring Delo back? I think the fact that he's been allowed to go on loan tells you what Ollie's thinking. Oh, admit it, you're missing Pereira, aren't you? Oh, who's going to shoot from 30 yard out for no reason? Could Diallo play a right mid role? We don't know about him yet. That's the top and bottom of it, isn't it? I mean, I don't know if anyone does. What's our best defensive lineup? I think it's Bayer, to be honest. Rash says Rashford owns the left-hand side. Never want to see him on the right-hand side again. He's much more confident down the left. Ross, miss you in the watch-alongs. Well, you're going to have to miss me because I'm not doing them. I'm just not going to do them. I might do one if we're doing the last game of the season and we can win the league if we win that day, providing that fans aren't allowed in the stadium, because if they are, guess where I am? We went from bringing on Chong to bringing on Bruno Fernandes. Wow. We just beat the Scousers. Why are people still moaning? People love a fucking thing. What's the top priority signing wise? I still think it's a right winger. And, I think people need to relax on Diallo a little bit. I think sounds like he's got a lot of promise. Sounds like he's impressed in training. Don't expect to see him play 15 games for the end of the season. And I'd love to see us sign someone of a Cavani kind of ilk that maybe is not going to block up the path for him, but could potentially come in and do a job and sort that out. Why don't I do the watch along anymore? I'm not entertaining. I'm not going to lose my shit. And for the most part, I don't want to talk during the game. I like to watch the game. And I do nerdy shit like make notes. Like, I write things down that happen in the game. And I have things that I try to remind me of to look at. And then I go and watch the game again. But I can't do that on a watch along. And when I do a watch along, and then I come here to speak to you lads and say, hey, here's what I thought happened in the game, I'm fucking guessing, really, because I don't know. I can't talk and retain what's going on, analyze what's going on while I'm doing a watch along. Nobody can do that. It's fucking solid. You can't commentate something and try and be entertaining and actually have any fucking idea what's going on. It's not possible. United Forever podcast says, stay up, your granddaddy's doing well. Miss him on the paddock. I think he's getting his jab this week, I believe. So hopefully he gets his immunity up and then maybe we'll be able to get him in a little bit. But for obvious reasons, he's been doing next to fuck all since the pandemic started. I'm entertaining when the rum's in hand. See? Now that's what I can do it then because, and I've only done it for stupid games then when we've won 6-0 or 5-0 and it's not been serious. I can just get drunk. Any chance Rene could coach Stretford Paddock? Fuck no. This is a guy that's literally, probably, literally, might be the best technical coach in world football. Might be. And if not, he's in the top 5, innit? Right? He's not going to drop down to level 15. He's just not. And was I taking notes from him from the podcast the other day? Fucking right I was, yeah. Do you know what I said? I don't even care if these people are here. I meant that. And we chatted for about an hour afterwards as well, where we We spoke about all sorts of different stuff. Absolute treat and an absolute privilege, and Rennie's an absolute gent. So I relish any opportunities that I get like that. And like tomorrow, like I can't fucking believe I do a podcast every week with Rio fucking Ferdinand. It's mind blowing and it's awesome. You get to ask him some fucking wicked questions as well, and he's honest with it. Thoughts on Dean Henderson? That was all right. A tier 1 reporter reckons a Paul Pogba replacement might be on his way before the window closes. Someone we haven't heard of. Any idea who it could be? Well, if it's someone we've not heard of, no. Nah, I have no idea. And is that true? We'll find out. Rashford looked more of a threat tonight because he actually ran at Liverpool instead of dropping deep and playing safe passes. I thought Rashford looked top. I really did. Am I worried that we haven't been perfect yet and blown teams away? No. At all. Definitely the defender who can smell and kick and react when there's danger. I think that's what Bay does. Excuse me. Bruno should be the captain. Yes. Ross says, you and Rio is the pairing that we never knew we needed. He's fucking ace, innit? And, and fair play to Rio, because he could have just been like, I'm Rio fucking Ferdinand and I'm doing a podcast and go fuck yourself. But, what an absolute gent he is to be as humble to bring dickheads like me and Joel into the mix. Sledge. Pogba's not going anywhere, mate. I wish I could agree. I just think he will be. Has Klopp's press conference happened yet? Because I'm very interested to see who he blames for this, because it won't be himself, will it? Righty then. What time are we all meeting up for the piss up when United win the league? It's going to be 9 a.m. And we're going to kick it off we built a bar. How fucking cool is that? Shout out to the missus. She did a great job sorting the bar out. We have our own bar. I think you just need some bar stools now and it's done. And yeah, we'll be kicking it off in our bar. It's like, seeing as though it's all illegal to go to the pub, we fucking built our own. Fuck the law. Righty, I'm going to leave it there. Cheers, everybody, for tuning in. Enjoy the last few hours of your weekend. Tomorrow's Monday, but United are in the next round of the FA Cup, and we're top of the league, and the end is in sight. Up the fucking Reds.